All right, let's talk about Technology Wednesday. Okay, Wednesdays is a great time for technology. The kids are ready to do something new, and while they're learning technology, they're learning other skills as well. I'm a big fan of making sure it's included, and this is one of those things where it's like, I want my child to be technology savvy, but when do I put all that in? This is when you put it in. Do it on a Wednesday morning, and this once again is dependent on ages. Now, 8 and under, I'm not a big fan of learning technology. I don't want them on technology unless I need them on technology. So for 8 and under, I'm going to say, you don't need that. Okay. You can if you want, but I'm a big fan of keeping them off as long as possible. And so my 8 and unders don't get technology. Now, they'll get the occasional movies, they'll get the occasional Starfall on iPad if we're traveling, but I don't want them to be addicted. And so that's my philosophy on that. Do what you will. Now, my middle children, right? The ones who are learning skills. This is where we use Typesy. Typesy.com. It is included in the My Homeschool Village memberships, but you can go in and get it yourself if you want. Let me explain to you why we use Typesy. I love this program. I tried multiple online free curriculums for this, and I will tell you right now, free curriculums always led down to pornography exposure to my children because an ad would pop up that turned into something else. So when we learned that, we got rid of all free anything, and we now pay to keep ads off of our children's computers. So my kids now come in here. This is Typesy. Inside Typesy, it's not just about typing. Yes, they can go in. You want to do text because it's not, unless you like Common Core, it's not Common Core. But let me show you what they teach. Just a quick overview. They have overview. They do have typing for little ones, but once again, I do not recommend your kids are typing until they know all their letters and can write fluently. But what that teaches here is it teaches everything for high school, younger. We've got coding in here. This is where they can learn coding. They learn to keyboard. They can do Common Core. Text is not Common Core, so if you like that. They can do sight words and vocabulary. They can learn all about the computer and the internet, coding, career success, vocabulary, and then teachers and parents highly recommend you get in here and do this as well. Um, when they go in and learn one of their typing, look what else they're doing. They're not just learning a bunch of fluff and playing games. They're actually learning things. So your child, when they come in and you can pick these for them, they can pick, you can pick. They're literally going to learn about the solar system while they're learning to type. So they'll come in here and they'll start typing. You can do audio on this. You can set this up for dyslexia. You come into this little icon here and you can change the settings, the color background, the font, how big it is, what color you want, what font. These are all dyslexic fonts, by the way. You can decide if you want nouns to show or not to show, syllables, no syllables. You can even decide how you want the wording. Okay, so make sure you are customizing this for your child's reading needs because this is where the dyslexia and different issues come in, and this is where Type C really, really shines. Okay, how do I get out of here? I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's new. Okay.
There are two models.
And it will read for them if they're struggling with that. All right, let's go back. Now I'm trying to remember how to go back. All right. Oh, this is, uh-huh, okay. Okay, guys, every once in a while, Type C does a complete update, which is awesome. And then every once in a while, I get a little lost, and that's okay too. So let's view your student. Okay, hopefully you're still seeing this right. So they're learning science and history and stuff while they're learning to type. Once they're typing, get them into all these other things. This is where they need to be learning how to use a computer, and there's classes in here for online safety, social networking, all that kind of stuff. It's all in here. So also we AI, I will be showing you. Okay, let me focus here. So Type C is what we use. We highly recommend everything technology, coding, everything they need in there, as well as all of the coding languages classes are in there. Also, AI. I'm a big fan of my children learning AI, and so we have partnered with a program to that has an online learning for children to learn AI and to master it. I will put those in there as well. That's something you have to sign up separately. My homeschool village doesn't actually cover the cost of that one, sadly. We wish we could, but You go directly to them and we'll give you a link to get you a discount. But if you want your kids in AI, this is also the day to do that. So those are the different resources that we use to teach our children technology on Wednesday mornings. If you want to sign up to those, you can upgrade to either a resource program or a co-op. It's included in both. Or you can go and get these yourself. And either way, let me know what you think about the technology and the wins in the house. But once they're in high school, remember, they really need to be doing this. They need to be technology savvy if they're going to get ahead in life. So here's how you do that. The next video is going to be about art and what we're using for that and why you need to be doing the art and the different levels. And we'll talk about it in just a sec.